Hello everyone and welcome back to League Racing. I know it's been a while since I've done commentary, but we are in UPL, a new league that I've recently joined. We're in 7th, it's 5 red lights and away we go for the Australian Grand Prix. We actually got off to a really good start, which is something I've been working on the last couple of weeks, is nailing my starts, but actually into turn 1 we sort of get pushed off just for guys not really taking it as cautiously as I was, but luckily we get no wing damage and we are able to carry on, and we've actually got Stocky there going around our outside and we do defend him off well. So I think we've lost a position so far because of what happened at turn 1, but to have no wing damage at this point is something that I wanted, so now I knew I could push on and potentially overtake the guy's head. But you can see it's just a train of cars, and you can see on the map there, first place has actually got away and has a really healthy lead, so we're going to try and get past these guys as quickly as possible. As we're going to go around the outside of Liam, but we connect and Liam's in the wall. I think he lost a bit of his wing from that. Obviously I was around the outside, I was squeezed to the wall, I couldn't turn anymore, so he did after the race say that he was at fault, so it's unfortunate for him, but again we've got lucky because we've got no wing damage from that. Normally both cars involved in that incident would have had wing damage, so I feel like I've gotten really lucky there. So we're going to push on, and we did indeed make the move on Liam because of the wing damage. So we are going to attack now the guys ahead, who I believe most of them are on softs. So obviously quality was wet, obviously qualified P7, but I would have got a pole, but my lap got invalid. Shock. But anyway, moving on, lap 2. So this isn't actually far from when I cut the clip. You'll see me make the move on Lamine, and there was this whole lobby was just so laggy. You can see there, I didn't know where Lamine was. I'm pretty sure he must have didn't know where I was. So we gave each other plenty of space, and we do make the move on Lamine. But skipping on to lap 3 now, we've got Stocky and Dan the Bluebird getting very close. We're going to sneak round Dan's outside and get the move done on him. So now next up is Stocky, who, as you can see, is lagging very, very badly. I wanted to take this one very cautiously. We are going to stay on board as we do get a cheeky warning for corner cutting, which is something I don't really want to stack up because that can win or lose with a race. But we're going to stay on board with this as Stocky's still lagging. We do actually clip his back end there. I actually thought I got damage from that because I did hit his rear pretty hard, but I'm going to go through the fast left and right, sort of taking 2 bites at it. But we are right behind Stocky now as we go for a move, and we get the move done. So another move done, another position made. Up next is Formula 1 Luke, and I was actually behind him for I think a lap and a half or like 2 laps before I do manage to make the overtake on him, and we are going to use a DRS and we are going to dive it down his inside, and we actually make the move stick, which is again nice. But he actually tries to come back on our outside, so I had to give him space. I couldn't not just turn and him going to the wall and me as well, so I had to respect him. Obviously it's my first race, obviously people don't know how I race and how how I do my thing, so hopefully this was an eye opener, not just for me but for other people as well around me. But we are going to stay on board as we are going to make the move on Silent Assassin. I do believe he loses it coming into the fast left right again. You can see he looks like his back end just sort of kicked out when he had to correct it, and he did lose a position to me and Luke behind. But up next is Owen Wyatt, who again never race with him, so I'm going to want to get this move done. I'm going to want it to be easy. I don't really want to go for a move in a corner where you don't usually go for a move. So we're going to stay on board now. He gets a really bad exit, and from that he's had to go defensive. So if we're going to make the move, it has to be around his outside. We've got DRS, no slipstream, but we actually managed to get the move done before turn 1. So we do move up into 3rd place, and next up is Temp Fear in 2nd, who I think I have raced a couple of times this game already, so I wasn't really too fussed, and we're actually right behind him now. I was actually behind him for I think a lap or so, so yeah, I mean, some of these guys are really rapid here. You know, you can't really deny that. So we're on lap 9 now. We're actually going to go down temps inside and actually go a bit wide. This put temp right on the back of me, so I actually had to go defensive here to sort of keep the position, but I do manage to keep second, and we do sort of now can focus on first place, who is Rossi. And look at the lead he's got. I do believe it is just under 10 seconds, I think. So I knew that if I wanted to catch him, I'd have to really start reeling him in now, as at this point the rest of the ultra stuff do start to go off quite a lot. And you can see here lap 12, so he hasn't actually pitted yet, and you're going to see what happens in a minute or now as he just spins. Now initially I thought that was a puncher, and it turns out he did get a puncher, and his tyres were on 70%, so that is rough for Rossi. There was running very well with the lead, and no doubt would have been a battle to the end with him. But anyway, we're going to move on to lap 14 now, where we do eventually pit for softs, one and only pit stop, and we do come out in fresh air in 5th place. So we've got it all to do now. We've got to catch the guys who essentially haven't pitted yet and see if we can extend our lead when everyone does pit. But you can see here lap 18 behind Lamine again, who I do know in other leagues, and you know, he's a very clean racer. You can see the lag. Everyone was complaining about it after the race. It was very bad, not just for me but for everyone else. But we do make the move on Lamine, stick, and we can see here lap 19 now, having Wyatt again, and he just lets us pass. So didn't actually know what Owen was doing there. I think maybe he might just be didn't really want nothing to happen in terms of, you know, if I did catch up and, you know, we tangled or one of us went off. I think he just really wanted to solidify that podium position, as I do believe Temp Fear's pitting. Yeah, so he's pitting, so now puts us back up into the lead of this race. And you know, on my debut, still at 29 now, I've got at this point I think like a 10-11 second lead. So in the end, it's actually been, second half of the race has actually been quite, not boring, but just sort of drugged a little bit. Whereas first half there was a lot of overtakes, you know, a lot of really good racing, and we do come across the line and we do win our first race here in UPL. So perfect start, and you can see there the finishing results, me, Temp Fit, and actually Silent Assassin finishing on the podium. So congrats to them guys. I don't know what the next track is, but the next videos coming up will be ILR and PSF1, so I look forward to doing them and I look forward to releasing them. Thank you and goodbye.